everybody, it's Flexible Friday. My name is Janelle, and not only am I a professional dancer, but I'm also a holistic healthcare practitioner. And for today's Flexible Friday episode, I want to continue from where we left off last week with these nice chest pectoral area opening exercises and move into even greater back bending. So we're going to start with some chest exercises and move into our deep back bending in order to potentially get ourselves into a wheel or a drop back. All right, today's Flexible Friday is back bending. Let's go. Let's start out by interlacing our hands together and sending the arm bones out really long. Press the heels of the hands out, lengthen the arm bones, and keep sending the arms and the heels of the hands up towards the ceiling until the arm bones come beside the ear. Puff the chest even more and continue to try to send the heels of the hands up, and then open the arms out to the side, and then maybe say no with your head and maybe give yourself a little relaxation in the neck, and then interlace the uncomfortable side or the unnatural side of the interlacing of the hands. So this is my not natural way, and then repeat the process. So I send the arm bones out, I send the heels of the hands out, and lengthen the arms up. And careful as you lengthen the arms that you don't take the head with you, right? Think like you're tractioning your spine as you're doing this. Send the heels of the hands up and lift. Inhale, puff the chest, and notice that I get taller as I send the arm bones back even further and project the chest out further, and then I kind of give myself a little wiggle around. And then when you're ready, open up the arms, take some shoulder rolls back, maybe say, a little head action there, and warm up, get those shoulders going, and then now we're gonna move on to the next exercise. Here we go. So now let's take our hands with our fingers facing up. I'm gonna reach my arm bones behind, and I'm gonna press my heels of my hands into my sacrum, and I'm gonna think about the shoulder heads opening up and going back. So I don't want the head of the shoulder to round forward and for the elbow to splay to the side. I want to really pin the shoulders back and project my heart forward and puff my chest up. So I have that same amount of length that I did when I reached my arms up. Now I'm going to do it with my hands behind my back. And it also is a great stretch on the wrists. So waterfall all the way back. So I'm opening up the front part of the neck, and I take a deep breath in, and don't just collapse into the back here. We want to always lift up and out like you're a waterfall. I'm going up to go back. Everything with back bending is up to go back, like the upper torso is going up and over a barrel, or waterfalling back as if there was a barrel right here. I'm going to go up and over it, and then inhale, exhale, release. And sometimes, if you're there for a while and you want to do what we did previously last week and use your hand to recover your head, do so. It feels great. And let's move on. Come on down to our knees, and you can do the same thing that we just finished standing. You can also do that on your knees. So as you're sitting with buttocks to heels and always thinking about making happy butt, you can interlace the hands. You can do all these exercises that we just did, again, down on the knees with the buttocks sitting, or you can also do it on the knees and then the hands come to the sacrum area and you can let the head fall back. You can do that on the knees. So I'm gonna spiral to the side. I'm gonna look for my heel, open up my arm bone, really opening up that pectoral region. I'm gonna reach for my heel. So this is my left hand and my left heel, and I'm gonna press my pelvis forward and project my heart out or open up my chest. Now my right hand or my opposite hand, I'm gonna swing that arm bone across. I'm gonna really lengthen that arm. I don't wanna be lazy about that arm, right? I wanna keep lengthening and reaching it like I'm shooting sparkles out of my fingertips, and send my buttock forward. Then we go back out of it the way we came in. I swing my arm across my body, my toes are together, my knees are wide, the hands are gonna come to the thigh area. Make happy butt, send the buttock back, and project or pull the chest through. Lift the waist, puff the chest, and then waterfall the face back, and then come on back up to the knees. Now we're gonna go to the other side. Arm, and I press away from this heel bone, and I'm reaching in opposite direction. So as my arm bone is reaching back, all of this is going that way too. So I have always opposition and reaching, and then go out of it the way you came in. Hands to the thighs. So I'm not just collapsing into it this way. I'm lifting up and out of the situation. Again, it's like an S shape. It's like a waterfall, or my back is going up and over a barrel as I lift out of it and open up. Now this time we're gonna come up to the knees and we're gonna go all the way around. Right hand, right foot, press that pelvis or buttock forward, swing my energized arm all the way around, shoot energy out of the fingertips, sparkles coming out of the fingertips, arm goes to the heel or fingers go to the heel, and then again, press that pelvis forward. I'm not back here. I'm forward and open, and then all the way around and across, and coming back to that arm, and back up, and swing it across. Find that beautiful back bend. Nice opening in the chest. Lift, and then let's move on. Here we go. So the next step requires a block. And I love this exercise. You can do it without a block as well, but if you do have your handy dandy block, I would love for you to grab your block and let's do this exercise. And I extend my arms out and I'm holding the block. And again, my knees are about hip distance. I just want to notate that. My legs aren't splaying wide, they're not coming in. Everything is nice and square in this position. So the arms go all the way up. I let the arm bones go back first. And then again, the idea of waterfalling back. I want to waterfall everything back. The head follows, and then I press the pelvis forward even further until I see the block. I find my point of resistance, release the block, lengthen the arm bones, press the pelvis forward more. Let that go more, and then recover yourself all the way back up to center. Tall, 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 tall. Sit down and take a break. And if you can do that 3 times, that's awesome. Okay, so now we're back on our feet and I want to do the exact same exercise from a standing position. So we have the block, and again, you can do this without a block, but if you do have a block, it's awesome to do it with a block. So now we're standing, and again, my feet are about hip distance or even slightly wider, just not wider than the mat. I want to be on the mat, my feet are parallel. I send the block out, I lift my ribs, I lift my waist, I puff my chest, arms go as far behind you as you can. And honestly, if that's the deepest stretch that you can take for today, that's fine. Just be there and work on that. That's totally fine. If you think you can go further, lift up and out. Do the same waterfalling exercise. Face lifts up to go back. Pelvis then press forward. Legs are nice and lengthened. And release. And recover yourself all the way back up to center. Feel really tall. And again, if you can do that 2 or 3 times, that's a great way to warm up, to get ready to go into that drop back. Now, just as if we had the block, I'm gonna reach my arms long, up above my head, so tall, all those same principles that we talked about before, just like you had the block. Now I'm gonna project my chest forward, push my pelvis forward, and waterfall my face back. Waterfalling back, back, back. Press the pelvis forward. Find that point of resistance. Now this is the part where the hands have to turn around. I keep pressing my pelvis forward. I look for the floor, reach back, and go down to the floor for my drop back. And then you're in your wheel. So hopefully you were able to get all the way down and into it, and hopefully it wasn't too scary. And then from here you can kind of rock back and forth, press your pelvis up really high, let that armpit area be nice and open, and then in order to come out, all you need to do is bend the knees a little deeper and bend the elbows down. You can come to the top of the head and rest, and then recover your neck down, and then slowly lower your spine, walk your feet out, and relax down, and the body just goes down, and take a break. Roll yourself on over to your side, keeping your neck nice and relaxed, and as the last part, so I use the strength of my arm, and you can even turn all the way over even more and use the strength of both arms to push yourself up. All right, everybody, that's it for today's Flexible Friday video. I hope you enjoyed it so much. I hope you learned how to do deeper back bends and hopefully even get yourself into a drop back. All right, we'll see you next Flexible Friday. If you liked the video, click like, click subscribe, share the video. See you next time. Thanks, everybody.